Hello, beautiful and beloved ones. This is Lorelei from the Tightrope to 5D Music Reactions, and welcome or welcome back. And if you wonder about that strange title, these days after about every other reaction, I'm going to be giving you a message about this historic shift from third dimensional consciousness to fifth dimensional consciousness for the whole planet. This is a no message video, but you can go to a full playlist of 5D messages. But today we are doing, you asked for it, you got it, Mission Souls. And this is Living on a Prayer. Never saw him before. Here we go. Let's say it's Mission Souls Family Band. How many are there here? Okay, we got a dad, a mom, I guess, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4 kids. Is that? Do they have more, or is that it? Do they have still another little one somewhere? Bob, that's a big family. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, and I'm guessing that's the mom. You know, give me information about this band. I have never seen it before, so you got to give me some information. And by the way, don't forget now these days I have my member tiers, and I'm furiously putting videos in there for you, special content. So check out the video on that if you're interested. Let's continue. Actually, I'm going to go back a little bit. Okay, before the refrain, wow, you look at the little cutie here playing the drums, and he's pretty darn good. And we got the one on the guitar, we got the one on the keyboard, the singers, the dad. This is pretty extraordinary. Every one of them, they must have just grown up coming out of the womb with an instrument in their hands. That's all I can think, these little ones. It's great to be in a musical family, too. I think it's really, really wonderful. It's a wonderful experience of life, you know, because music brings such joy, such happiness, and such upliftment, depending on the kind of music, of course. But this is fun. This is that fun music, the Living on a Prayer business. So awesome. So again, you need to comment for me anything you know about this band, and who, you know, what are the names of the kids, and do they have more children, and anything you want to tell me about the family. And if you're enjoying this, give me a like, give them a like afterwards. It's always in the notes. And subscribe. Let us continue. Definitely hear the training in the mother's voice. I think she's probably a trained singer, and maybe she taught her daughter as well, very possibly. I was going to say something, but I forget what it was. I'll see if it comes back to me.
Gotta hold on to what we've got. It doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. We got each other, and that's a lot for love. We'll give it a shot. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Take my hand and we'll make it, I swear. Whoa, living on a prayer, living on a prayer.
Training in her voice, because she's not, just belt. She's. You can hear her like moving her voice upward, not trying to just belt like an untrained singer would just kind of belt it out, But you can hear her moving it upward, consciously. Can kind of get that, right? So, but that's so funny because back in my day, rock was like the shocker to the family, right? It was like if you were listening to rock, you were you were the bad girl, the bad boy, because, family was listening to something quite different, right? The older folks. And, rock was almost your way of rebelling. And now, look, it's a family activity. Bon Jovi, the rebellion, is a family activity. I find that funny. Let's go back a little bit and hear her do that note again. Seems like all of them can sing. Maybe this little guy not yet, but they're all singing. Wonderful. Just so great. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And that is my heyday, I have to admit, certainly that's the kind of thing that, I was listening to. It was a little, maybe a few years after my teenage years, I think, when that song came out. But still, we had it all going on. We had the Jay Giles. We had, all those, let's see, Jay Giles, Foreigner, Foghat, and these guys, came in as well, so Bon Jovi, one of my friends, that was her, she was like almost a Bon Jovi groupie, she just loved them. So I loved it. This was really awesome. They did a wonderful, wonderful job. And how fun, and just so ironic, like I said, that what used to be the rebellion thing is now, is now a family activity. So let's see, I usually put it on my scale. 1 being very third dimensional, fear, pain, sadness, anger, suffering. 10 being very fifth dimensional, love, peace, joy, harmony, bliss, abundance, all of that. So the way they sing it is fun. It's definitely in the fun range, you know what I'm saying? And makes you smile, makes you feel good. But of course, the lyrics are a little more third dimensional, so like, you're living on a prayer, you're just like, you're living hand to mouth, you're just barely making it, like that. And it's a fun way to attack that concept, right? Where you're actually saying in a fun way, we're just, just barely getting by our bootstraps, But still, that's a third dimensional concept because, fifth dimension, everybody's got abundance. There's opulence for everyone. And there is plenty enough, by the way. And there's no question about there ever being plenty enough. It's all been sort of a fib that there wasn't enough. So in an unlimited universe where, matter literally gets created out of consciousness, there's plenty enough. And that's quantum physics, by the way. So on my scale 1 to 10, it's the message is a little lower vibe, but the fun of it brings it up. It's still pulling you up because it's just fun. It's just enjoyable. And by the way, the feeling of it to you, like the way it hits the cells of your body, I like to say, is actually more important than a lot of times the words themselves, because it's like a frequency that's hitting you. And we got a fun, kind of uplifting frequency here. So 1 to 10 scale, I'm going with, it's moving us in that direction, definitely. I'm going with like about a 7 on this one. And that, by the way, is not how well they did it. Don't get nervous. We're not talking about how well they did it. If you had to go how well they did it, they're definitely off the 1 to 10 scale chart. You wouldn't have it, you'd have to go higher, But I'm talking about just how much it pulls us toward the higher dimensional frequency or consciousness, if you will. Okay, so I don't have a message for you today, but if you'd like to know a little bit about me, you can go to the About Me video here on this channel, which also leads you to another longer video about what I call my Forged in the Fire of 3D experience here in my younger life. And I learned a lot from that. I became a transformational coach, which in many ways is even much more powerful than a life coach kind of thing. However, and I also learned a lot about natural healing. So I've made I've created some things that might be of interest to you in either of those realms. So you can go to look at the About Me, About Lorelei on Patreon. The link is in the notes, okay? If you're interested in any of that. But, and thank you for those of you who have supported me. And some of you have asked how to support me. So you can do the Buy Me a Coffee thing here on this channel, or you can go to that About Lorelei page on Patreon and you'll find a link there. And it's much appreciated when you show me a little bit of love like that. Okay, beloved ones, I'm sending you back that love, that fifth dimensional energy, the peace, the joy, the bliss, the fun, just tons and tons and tons of fun. There's nothing but fun and joy and laughter in the higher dimension. So it's coming at you now, friends. Namaste. I honor the God in you.